everyone, this is Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. Now today I'm going to be using this black epoxy resin from BondCraftor. I've never used pre-colored resin like this before, so I'm excited to see how this works out. I know it'll be one less step. I don't have to color it. I don't have to make it black. Let's see what's inside. Okay, we have, oh, there's a mold. Got a small mixing cup, coaster mold, and this has the iridescent already inside, so that will turn out really pretty. I'll save this for another project because I've pulled out some other molds I want to use today. Here's another mixing cup, so we have 2 cups. Peek inside, we've got, there's our A, which is the black. This is our B, and then inside, oh, we've got some more of those. Mixing stick, directions. Oh, there's still more inside. A pair of gloves. Those are always handy. And this must be, oh look, this is a silver, or actually it's a very fine glitter, or maybe it's a mica, but it's very shiny and it looks like it has a bit of purple in it. I don't know if I will use that today. Can we see? Oh, look at that. That's lovely. No wonder they sent it. It'll go beautiful with the black. Let's put this aside. I am going to use mica powders today. So before we mix the resin, let's look here. A and B mix 1 to 1 by volume. Easy enough. Okay. Here's your instructions. Good for coasters, clocks, a phone case, pendants. You can use this for probably any type of mold. It just says mix equally and then stir slowly 3 to 5 minutes to avoid creating bubbles. And then it's an 8 to 12 hour cure. And they're using the little mold that they sent us here in these pictures. But I did see on the side here, it said bubble free, high gloss, self-leveling, and UV resistant. So what I have pulled out here is these orbs, or they're actually round pots. I've been on the pot kick lately because I have a show coming up and I really enjoy doing pots, and they sell. They sell very easily. You know, I guess it depends how they look, but I've been able to use them in my pipettes. That's the word. Use them in my shows, and I really enjoy using them because they're great for starting plants. I love plants and florals. I've got starts, several starts going on throughout the house now. I've got a speck of something in there. But these have different textures. This one looks like, you put it right side up, it would be like mermaid scales, or possibly dragon scales, but I'm going to try to do a mermaid scales. This one has a completely different texture. It's, I don't know what you might say this could be. Possibly snake skin, lizard skin, some kind of skin. But I like it. And then this one has different shapes, such as these little diamond-typed ovals. I think we're going to color those. So, speaking of coloring, I am going to use my mica powders from BondCraftor. Now, they sent me this a while ago, but I turned them upside down so I could see the colors easily. And what I want to do is rather try to take 3 colors per mold and just do different tones, you know, from lighter to darker. So I was thinking for this one that looks like mermaid scales, I think we're going to go blues. Now I thought I could start with the light blue, which is called Wathet. That's a very pretty blue. We'll do Wathet. Then we can go on to, this is more of a purple blue, but that's blue blue. This is an aqua blue or green blue. And I'm thinking we could then go with some green. And that way we can bring the colors together. Sort of an ocean feel to them like that. So we will color that with those three. Then I can just go and pick three that I think would look nice together. Now I do like this red, and this is a wine red. And I thought if I took the wine red and we could kind of gradiate to purplish red and find a nice pink tone that would go with those. That's more of a purple. Let's try this one. Now see, I think those three would look pretty together. And then for this one that looks like skin, we can take another three. And let's see what's left here. We've got, ooh, this blue purple to pink. Look at this. This is dark blue. I like the purple. To purple, and then, oh, this rose red. I think those three would look really great together. And I did grab a few extra little molds in case I mix up too resin, which is a heart. And this is just a little edged little pot, which I'm sure would be great for a candle holder. So I'm going to go ahead and color these two. I have extra, and then we'll go ahead and pour with this beautiful little mold that they sent us. So let me get started. Put this out of the way. Now, these two are going to take a little more time, but let me show you, for instance, oh, I've got things everywhere, what we can also do with this one. So it'll be right side up. And I think I'll start with the, should we go purple blue or blue purple? Blue purple, I think. So the pink will be up towards the top. So let me just pull this inside out. I'm going to take a micro brush, not a micro brush, oh my gosh, a mica brush. That's what I just said. I'm going to take this brush, and I'm just going to do layers. We'll start dark to light, and I'm just going to go around, just try to do equal sections and mix them in together. Let's see if I can get this off. I guess I better cut it. I really do like the BondCraftor products, and I do have a discount code below in my description box. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's open this one. Try not to dump any. Get this off with my nail. Here we go. Ooh, that's a pretty purple, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And then we've got rose red. And this will work out perfect because I always or most always use the black resin to back up my mica powders rather than white. I've not used white to back up micas, I don't think. If I have, it was maybe one time. So start with the dark first. Those are very pretty. Get that on. Pardon my hands, look at this. Cats. this morning I woke up to catnip all over the kitchen floor. Someone had jumped on the shelf. The bag was sealed, and one of the cats decided, oh, look what I found. Let's just open up this bag. And they opened the entire bag. And I had catnip everywhere. But then I had 5 cats that were pretty much messed up because they all got into it except Big Red. That's pretty. Look at that. So I'll probably do the inside piece, the purple, or this blue rather, and I can, or I can just leave it and the black will fill it up and we can have a black middle. But what I want to do is just burnish this in. I should have left the lids off and I could show you. Well, let's just go around. Look at that. That's so pretty. You can see the shimmer in it. You know, you could take your time and color each one of these little areas separately, but I'm not going to do it on this one. I'll do it on the others because they're spaced. The spaces are bigger. So speaking of cats, I'll tell you something today. Normally when I'm, previewing a product or reviewing a product, I just as soon keep it simple, but let me tell you about Big Red. Big Red is a stray. He's very feral, and he has been in my neighborhood for, I'm going to say the last 15 years. And he's come through on occasion from time to time, and I've always left food out for him. Well, Big Red disappeared for about a year over the winter, and I thought, he was getting old, maybe he's passed on. But anyway, Big Red showed up. He showed up this year, and I kept feeding him outside like I do, until one day he came in the house. He came in the doggy door. And I thought, well, if you're in here, I'll just feed you in here. And he's looking pretty old. His ears are tore. You can see where he's been a scrapper in his day. His eyes are rather sad. He's had a hard life. I just have always called him Big Red, but he's really not a big cat. Anyway, Red has been in my back porch now for darn near a month. He's getting 3 meals a day. I was able to find some antibiotics online that I just put in his food because he has a bit of a wheeze when he's breathing. And I'm sure he's got some aches and pains, and I can't touch him. He's like I said, he's very squirmish. But I can walk around him. I can talk to him. He doesn't bolt out the door. He's actually using my litter box. Now that is amazing, and that's a big plus. So Big Red has become part of my family now. And when I can handle him, and I'm hoping I can, I do want to get him to the vet. I want him, looked at and have some shots and check his blood. I mean, I'll put what I have to into making Big Red as comfortable as I possibly can, but it's so neat to have him here. I came home one night because he normally doesn't leave the back porch area, and that's where I do my resin. I've even been in there doing resin, and he, just stays right there and watches me. But anyway, I came home one night. I didn't see him in the back porch, but the little bugger was on my pillow on my bed, just cuddled up and cozy. And I'll tell you, my heart just melted. My heart just melted. I thought, I hope this little guy can stay with me now and just be happy here. anyway, that's my story about Red. I'll keep you in the loop as to how he's doing, but his sniffles have subsided. I'm just going to wipe this off here where I splattered it with my isopropyl alcohol. This is 99%. Just wipe that off. And I'll just go around again. It's not real even, but that doesn't matter, right? We'll go to the purple. But as you know, I'm a cat lover, and I'm just very, very tickled that Red is comfortable here. My cats, all 5 of them, they don't bother him at all. They just walk around him. They don't mess with his food. Maybe that's because they can smell the medicine in it, but anyway, I can't get antibiotics from the vet until I bring him in, and I'm not going to just try and grab him and throw him in a box and really, freak him out. So it'll take some time, but these antibiotics are online, and they're all natural, and so they seem to be working. It's just one big cat family I've got here. My daughter tells me that I'm going to be that old cat lady you hear about. But 6 is plenty. They're all so different. They'll have their quirks, their personalities, their likes and dislikes. Let me know if you have cats. I've grown up with always having a cat. I think they make your home feel comfy. Ooh, I like this. Just round and around and around we go. I'll do the others off video here, so you don't have to be bored to tears. I just thought I'd let you see what I'm doing with these, but these are very nice micas, aren't they? That'll blend really nicely. Just go over and over and over. Whatever's on the bottom will show up. And I'll try to get that somewhat even. Pretty good there. Let's see what this rose red looks like. That will be very pretty. Oh yeah. Oh yes, that's going to be nice. That's going to be really pretty. And the black will just really bring those out. So I'm going to keep going and come back, and we will mix up this black resin and pour these molds. I hope I have enough. I'm guessing, you're looking at this mold, I'm going to guess 4 ounces. I'm just guessing, because if I look at it and it was solid, I think it was maybe 8 ounces. So try to make 4 ounces for each one of these. Well, if I have enough. Probably won't. That's 16 ounces, so yeah, I may. So enjoy the rest of this 2 or 3 seconds, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I was able to color these spheres, and I wasn't thinking. I remember saying I wanted to go from light to dark. Well, I went from dark to light on a couple. These 2 were easy to color. This one, you can't see it now, but I colored each one of these little air diamonds separately can see inside. We'll see how that turns out. And cleaning it up was the hardest part. So other than that, I've got these three. This was the mold that came with the kit, and that has a iridescent that should show up. I'm just going to have a black ring around that. This is a little hard I had, and I just put some different pink in there. I think it's the baby pink. This one I left alone because I thought we'll go ahead and mix some of this real fine glitter in with the black to fill this mold. So I'm thinking, and that's scary, I'm thinking possibly 4 ounces for each one of these, which would be 12. I've got another mold on the side here. It's a pangolin, and it's already been dusted, and I do need to back that with black, so I thought I'd fill that. That might take up the whole 16 ounces. So move this aside. Let me get my gloves on. Oop, just put a hole in that one. But I'm going to go ahead, use this big cup here. It is marked, and let's see. I'll probably use up all of both bottles of this resin. Let's see what happens. I'm going to sit down and have a seat. I will put this on my mixer, and when I come back, I'll have 16 ounces of resin. There's B. Open this up, get the top off, and of course I need a knife, Billie. Well, here's a razor blade. Let's just do this. Whoa, boy, that was dangerous. Must be dull. Must be dull. I didn't get the plastic off here. Okay, so I'm going to sit down. Pour this in because I'm hoping to get 16 ounces. We'll use it all. Bummer, I'll have to get some more. I just don't want to waste any. So let me get this mixed up, and I shall be right back. Wow, that mixed up nicely. I went for 3 minutes. Look how black that is. Black. Boy, you sure don't have to worry about adding an colorant to make it black, because that's a beautiful black. I do like BondCrafters. I've been using it for quite some time. I do like all of their products. Oh, Dad's home. Somebody's meowing. Let me get this set aside. Grab our molds. I did wear my respirator, but you know I could not smell this resin at all. So if I can neatly pour, I was thinking about just putting a scoop of this black in this little, from this container. Look at that. Look at the colors. Let's see how that shines through. I think I'm just gonna put some in this little container here, and then I can stir it while it's in there, only because I don't want it in all the other molds, so we're just gonna try it this way. That's a beautiful color. You can see clearly. Look at all the colors in that. Nice. I think we could just sprinkle it around and it might stick to the sides. I don't know. This is I think it's a small candle holder, or you could probably put a bud vase in this little mold here. I don't know where I got it. Let's pour. Did scrape the sides and the bottoms, and look at that. There's hardly any bubbles. I can barely see bubbles. Cross your fingers. Let me start over here. Hopefully I have enough for all of them. That's going to be so pretty. I love it when you use micas and the black resin background. It's always surprising to see what you get out of it, but these should be really pretty. I need to sit down. My depth perception is telling me, well, it was full, but it's not actually. Now, I'm going to hold this to the light and see what I have left here. Look on the other side, because that's milligrams. It's hard to see. What's left, Billie? Oh my goodness, I have a cup left. Look at that. So, I imagine we can do this pink one over here, and I don't know what you can see. Might just have enough for the spheres, and that's it. We'll scrape and at least try to get that little round one full. So 16 ounces. These must have took more than 4 ounces. Look at that. It is so black. And it's got a nice shine to it. It's not shimmery, but it's very, very beautiful. That's all I can get in there. Before I keep going though, I need to put a popsicle stick under this side because I'm not level in this corner. Put that up just a skosh like that. Okay, let's finish these off. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to open these. I can't wait. I peeked. I couldn't help it. I had to see how the colors worked. Oh gosh. Let's start. This was pretty much the easiest to color because I just went around a few rows of the different micas. And you know, I did them upside down. I thought I would go from light to dark, top to bottom, but I went backwards. I'm going to add a little alcohol in here. These molds are pretty thin, but they're going to be gorgeous. Be cute for some little flower starts. You know, actually, I took a little Christmas cactus, and I started it just with a leaf, and it was about, you know, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches tall. And now there's a big bloom on it, which is bigger than the actual little plant itself. I thought, oh my gosh, success. Anyway, let me see. Oh, I see beautiful purple. Now, some of these colors, oh, I was going to say they're matte. They are matte. So these are matte molds. The shine is just because of the alcohol. Oh, look at the colors on that. That's gorgeous. You know what I'm wondering? Oh, it is matte, but look at. Can you see the different colors there? Maybe you can't. I'm not sure. But it went the darker blue, purple to a light. But you know what? I think I could either spray paint these with polyurethane spray, which would be easy to do, and that would bring these colors right out. Oh, look at that blue. Oh, I love that blue. A couple of bubbles right there. That's really pretty. I love it. Oh gosh, should I spray them? I guess we'll see what the next one looks like. Okay, now this one wasn't too hard at all, but I did individually try to color, you know, the scales. Get a little more in here. But the colors are gorgeous. So thank you, BondCraftor. These were the mica powder set, plus the black resin, which was so simple. I didn't have to keep adding pigment to make it dark. Oh, look at that. That's like a silver blue gray, gun gray, but a little blue to it. Now, I think I did this one the right side up. From dark to light, I'm not sure now. It's funny how I can remember 20 years ago, but I can't remember yesterday. Oh, there's a change. Ooh, with the green. I'm gonna have to stand up and hold this under here for you. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's very pretty. Now that's a little shinier. That mold is a little shinier. I can see, look. That's got the shine. And that does not. Pop your molds back before you ruin them. Oh, those are really cute. I'm wondering what I have to accent on here. I know I have a mold for a mermaid's tail, but I don't think I want to do that. But that's glossy. Look at that blue. To the dark green, to the green. Oh, I like that. Rims turned out nice. Not much cleanup down here. I thought I saw maybe one little bubble. But no bubbles in that resin. Even after I mixed it, I couldn't see any bubbles. Alrighty, I wonder what this one is going to look like. This one took some time because I colored each one of these little diamond shapes individually, so I don't know how this is going to look. But, ooh, I see a pink. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. And I let the black come through between them. The hardest part was cleaning up between the micas, you know, with a little mini micro brush and alcohol. Oh, I missed an area. Look at that. All that time cleaning. And then I come around here and I forgot to clean that little area there. But will anyone notice? I know, but gosh, those are pretty colors. Look at that. Love it. Love it so very much. So, BondCrafters, thank you once again for the black resin. Beautiful pigments with the micas. And I like that with the matte, actually. But it sure would look pretty if I brightened it up. Oh, I'm tempted. I can always make another one. Let me get some stills done. Thank you for joining me today. Please hit that like button and possibly the hype button if you see it. Please share the video and join me if you'd like to subscribe. I'm always trying to do something. Take good care, everyone. I'll quit yapping. Big hugs. Bye.